Hey guys, F126 here, and welcome back to highlights of the F1 League Season 4, Round 7, and we are here at Canada today, one of my favourite tracks, but unfortunately before this race, my wheel has been playing up, so I'm not sure how badly it's going to affect me, and if it's going to turn off at any points during the race, a bit like what happened in Bahrain last season. On to the quali lap. This is our second lap. Our first lap had a few corner cuts on it, so we're under a lot of pressure to improve here to make sure that we're not facing a quali ban for the next race as a result of having a dirty lap. The first sector wasn't too great on this lap. We missed the apex of turn 1 due to a lockup, but on our first lap we bottled the hairpin a little bit, so there's possibly some time to gain here. So coming through this chicane now, nailing the apex is there, and a bit of a slide on the exit where we managed to hold it as we head down towards the hairpin. We're still down on our split by more than a tenth as we head down towards the hairpin now. We take the hairpin very nicely though, and surely we're going to pull back sometime. And yes, as you can see, we're now in the green as we head down the back straight. Can we nail this final chicane? Very easy to corner cut here, and the curves will chuck you off. There's a possibility of blowing up into the wall of champions if we don't nail it. Braking just in the dip in the road, nailing the first curve and the second curve nicely. A bit of wheel spin on the exit. We managed to catch the slide easily as we're heading straight to the line, and because I'm crap at editing, you don't get to see me finishing the lap, but it was a 1 minute 12.4. as you can see. HCR Cupid, formerly Dizzy Cupid, takes pole. I had a Mike Marshmallow, RBZ and Project 994 with myself just behind what I'm calling corner cuts on those three in front of me, as I haven't seen Mike's and RBZ's. Well, I've seen Projects and Mike's laps, and they admitted there's been some corner cutting on theirs, and RBZ admitted corner cutting, so we should really be in second, but I'm not going to complain too much. We're in fifth. It's a solid starting position as we now head into the race, and weirdly the soft tyre is the mandatory compound for this race set. We have to use the soft tyre at some point, and as you can see, it's very hard push for us to make a one-stop work, and I don't think we'll be able to do it. So I think we're going to have to go for a two-stop, and as you can see, it's only 3 seconds slower apparently, as the pit lane loss is very small around this track. I think it's worth making that risk. So we're now here for the formation lap. I said I wouldn't to show it again, but for once something actually interesting happened on the formation lap. So Project 994 decided that it'd be a really funny idea to plough into Dizzy's car at turn 1 there and absolutely wipe him out, which in turn collected RBZ. So all those three got removed from the formation lap, but that's just Project being an idiot, to be honest, and due to that and multiple other incidents during the race, which I won't spoil, him and Mike have got in a lot of trouble with the stewards, but they were leaving the league anyway after this race. So pulling up onto the grid now, Sam decided that he wanted to go beside us as we're going through some people. Casey Legend there as we pull up onto the grid in 5th place. If we can get a good start, then maybe we can chuck it in the mix with these guys in front of us, but I suspect there'll be a lot of penalties. So if we can keep it clean, I reckon a podium is definitely within our shouts this weekend. And it's 5 lights now, and the lights are out, and away we go. A reasonable start from everyone. A bit of whispering from me as we now got the silent mole on our outside as we head down to turn 1. We break down nicely into second gear, but we have to leave Mole some space on the inside because otherwise there could be contact, and we don't want that. We're still side by side on the exit now as we head towards turn 3. Hopefully he'll back out because I don't want to really go side by side. And indeed he does, but no, he's hit us there, and I can give you some information that he actually got lag bubbled by Sam into us, so that's very unfortunate for him as he has damaged some of his wing there, and he has dropped right to the back. As you can see, we're still in 5th place, so we have another huge slide there, but we're still keeping tabs with Project and the two Sabres ahead, who are battling very heavily over second position. I think our Mike has it at the moment, sorry. Now RBZ shaping a move as we go into the hairpin at the end of lap 1 here. Sam not too far behind after Lucas spun out at turn 3, and as you can see, RBZ actually going up the inside of Mike there, and he's forced Mike out and he's taken the position. That's a good move from RBZ, and Mike is now going to be on the back foot as Project's going to go past him now down the back straight in towards the final chicane. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make this move stick as they run side by side now. We have a look out at the slipstream, but we won't try and make it 3 wide because that is a guaranteed crash, and I think there's a bit of contact on Mike's screen the way he sort of slid into the chicane sideways, so Project possibly cutting across Mike as now we're going to go up the inside of Mike into turn 1 up the inside. We're side by side, but no, Mike's just squeezing me onto the curb, not giving me any room there, and he's parking it on the apex, which is very annoying. And now we've had to get out of the throttle, and Sam has flown up at inside and up into P5, so that's very poor from us and Mike in my opinion. I think he is very slow, unnecessarily slow on the apex there. So now we've got a bit of lag. We're going up the inside, but no, Sam's car jumps up the road there. So this is quite off-putting as we're driving like even more of a spastic than usual as we completely miss our apex to that corner, as we've now got Casey Legend all over the back of us due to our lack of practice, as he's now looking up the inside into the chicane, but he backs out of that sensibly, not wanting to go side by side through there, as we just managed to make the corner nicely, keeping it nice and clean, because we don't want to be getting any corner cuts, trying to avoid the penalties. But now coming into the hairpin, James once again breaks very late and he forces his way up the inside. That's a fantastic move, but on the traction we managed to get the wider, better traction line, and we managed to regain that position. But we don't want to be battling too much with James, because we are quicker than the guys ahead, and hopefully we can manage to make the positions on those guys. James looks up in the inside into the final chicane, but backs out of it as he knows that is not really an overtaking spot unless you are fully alongside. RBZ actually sets the fastest lap at the end of lap 2, and we are woefully off the pace, but that is obviously because we were battling with Mike and James throughout most of that lap. But as you can see, Mike doesn't have great pace. He's still holding up Sam, but that's because Sam actually started on the Mike actually started on the softs after crashing in qualifying, deliberately, may I add. So he's got once again some serious punishments for that. So yeah, that might be reason as to why he's slow as we now head into the chicane on lap 4, and Sam's completely messed it up. I think he's braked on the grass. We've run into the back of him. We've got some front wing damage. That's really annoying, but the damage isn't too bad, so we're going to try and push on. I don't think it's going to affect us too much, but as now there's some more lag as Casey's car actually hits us on his for a brief moment, but that's clearly some lag, because otherwise he'd be blowing up into the wall, and I don't think he'd be particularly happy as we now head through the chicane. And oh no, it's happened. It's happened. My wheel has turned off, and as a result, we are out of the Canadian Grand Prix. And can I get any unluckier, by the way? I mean, honestly, am I ever going to get a season of league racing where I do not get blown up by something? But yeah, that's very unfortunate for us, and obviously we picked up no points from that race, and none from Baku either, because we had to race on the pad, and we crashed because I'm bad on the pad, and I missed Austria. So I've now been royally shafted in the championship from 2nd to 5th, but we'll be back for Silverstone highlights very soon. Results from Canadian Grand Prix on screen. RBZ took the win with Sam in 2nd and the Silent Mole in 3rd. I'll probably put results from Baku and Austria on the screen as well, so you can see what's going on there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, which will be Silverstone, and hopefully we can have a much better race with our wheel hopefully working again. Thanks for watching.